please do say that you can hear us, because last time we had no sound. First time, well, we just had no sound, did we, John?
No, didn't sound like it at all.
Right. Okay. So this is take two. If you were on take one, hopefully you'll find us on take two. Um, Interesting times. This is live video. Things sometimes go right and occasionally they go wrong. This is one of those occasions when it goes wrong. So we should be live on Facebook and YouTube. When the countdown clock finishes, you'll see John and I on screen. And yes, we're on screen. Are we live though? That's the question. This is the thing we need to know. And yes, we are live. Right. Okay. Okay. We're live with sound, John, with sound.
We're
So
live with sound.
yeah, all we need now is for people to find us. Hello, everybody, and welcome to England, welcome to Wiltshire, and welcome to Solihull. John and I are here today with Inspired by Invideo, episode 54. Hello, John.
Hello, Stephen.
And
I'm
the
sure
intro,
I've said that already.
you have, but the intro is slightly different from last time, and this time it's for real. This is take two. And we should be live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Please say hello. And nothing's changed. I can do this. Nothing's changed on Invideo this week. So, John, what is your instructional video about?
It's about using the enhancers, lower thirds, shapes, and all sorts of other things, social media credits, to enhance your video and make your video project look super smart.
Super smart. Well, we're going to go with super smart. We're going to bring the video up on screen, and Chris says hello again. Hello, Chris. Thank you for finding us. And we're going to bring the video up on screen. You'll see it below us or outside of us in a minute. It will appear. John's, well, I'll put it full screen so you can't see John. And you can't see me either. I'm going to turn my microphone, John's microphone off and my microphone off. So this is John's lesson for this week on episode 54 of Inspired by Video. We are live with sound.
By Video is about enhancers and the built enhancers that you can find within Invideo to make your video look smart. Okay, so one of the questions that was asked in the group in the last week is where can I find call to actions and how can I add them to my video in Invideo? So what we're going to do is I've set up a light blue background here and I've dropped my logo in, and currently the logo came, by the way, from the uploads here. So we're going to go to stickers. Okay, and there's lots and lots of different animated typeface business, but there's this one here, call to action. And here we are, loads and loads of call to action buttons that you can bring over, etc. Let's add try for free, and obviously you can stretch it and make it whatever shape you want. Swipe up, shop now. Find us on Apple Podcasts or listen to it, SoundCloud, whole great long list. Call us, and again they're all stretchable and you can align them with existing things as you saw from there. Sign up, Podbean, I don't know, they're all here. Loads and loads of things. Subscribe, so if you want to get people to subscribe to your YT channel, and of course you can go to layers and you can select a sticker, and you can't edit it though, so just remember they're pre-formatted and you can't edit them. Okay, you can edit the animation. So you can change the animation duration and the animation type. So let's just grab 2 more, drop them on, and then we'll add them, move them to where we want. And just to show you, we'll play the scene. Okay, so that was call outs, but stickers offers us lots of other things. We've seen animals, we've seen animated typefaces. There's lots of business stickers as well. We've done the call outs, there's some comic stuff, there's corporate stuff. Again, there, crime. Doodles. Now they can be quite useful, doodles, for doing little videos that are in black and white. Easter, e-commerce. Now there are quite a few e-commerce ones which are also a version of call to actions, mainly discounts and actions, as in buy now, recommended, cart stickers, etc. There's some electricity ones, emojis. If you're fond of emojis, there's festival stuff, finance, so there's money stuff as well, pictures, bank, etc. Fire, flags, so here we have flags from around the world. And somewhere in there is our Union Jack. I'm going to delete that though. So you've got flags, Halloween, hashtags, icons. These are also potentially quite useful because of course you've got loads of social media icons which people are often looking for. Independence Day, I think that's pretty much geared towards India's Independence Day. Lifestyle, liquid, love, gosh, marketing, and again there's some quite useful marketing stickers that you can utilize within your video. Medical, miscellaneous, movie stuff, music indication, pets, photography, places, postage stamps, ratings. Now quite often that can be very good if you want to put a rating next to a product in a little e-commerce video that you're doing. Sales stuff, so again quite e-commercey, but you've got like a revolving cube. I nearly said revolting cube then. Black Friday stuff, winter sales, etc. So there's some great stuff already pre-built for you to use in your video. Seasons, Sister's Day, oh, I'm not sure about Sister's Day, smoke, but this is the one that's most asked about, is social media. And as you can see, we've got different things here, subscribes, play, shares, etc. So plenty of social media stuff, and through titles, sports, transport and weather. So again you can see there's plenty of stuff that you can bring on and utilize in your thing. Now that's stickers, but if we go to shapes, there's loads of shapes that you can add. Hi, Shlomo and Andy have asked in the group how they can get more shapes and change their colours. Well, there's lots of them, I warn you. There's millions. Well, that's an exaggeration, but there's quite a lot of them. And they're easy to use and find. Go to shapes and hey presto, you can see all of these different styles of shapes here. And the kind of ones they were talking about are these ones called Memphis. And as you can see, there's loads and loads and loads of different shapes. And you just simply add them. and put them where you want. Change the colour. Let's make that one bright purple. Add some animation to it. I'm just going to randomly choose some animations, put some random times on them, and let's change the colour again. Let's go for a green one. Let's change the animation. None. Let's roll this one in from the left, and again I'm going to put some random time on them. This big one here is the words, so let's just get rid of those. What else have we got? Pluses. So let's change the colour on there, and obviously you can pick any colour you like from up here. I'm going to stick a red on that, and I'm going to animate that, and I'm going to bounce that in. Now you can obviously animate them out as well, so let's pick another one here. Adding, let's leave that one yellow. Let's give it a bit of animation, so let's bubbly it in from there. Okay, and obviously if you go to the advanced timeline, you've got all these elements here, and you can change when they come on. So let's make that one stay on for a short length of time, make that one come in a bit after, and we'll make that go there. Let's randomly bring that one in there, and let's take the last one and randomly bring that in there, and we'll leave that one all the way to the end. So now if we play the scene, and I hope that gives you the idea of what you can do. Okay, so I'm just going to recap the range of shapes available. If we click the top level, it will show us all of the different shapes. So we've got 3Ds, we've got different circular types with edges, pluses, semicircles, square diamonds, I suppose they are really, a whole host of other patterns, squiggles, some shaded squares, some Halloween hearts, oblongs, different type shapes, lines, and these are the ones that we looked at before. And then at the bottom we've got things like question mark, quote marks of different shapes, some outline boxes, and a whole load of different things, play markers, arrows, you name it, squiggles, squirrels, versions of squares, stars, triangles, and squiggly lines. So there's quite a lot in the shapes that enable you to enhance your project. Now, one of the things people want in the main though is, we looked at social media before, but they want editable social media. So there's lots of things under the text that we can use that will enable us to enhance. And so if we look very quickly, we've got our standard heading, subheading and body text, but then we've got text styles. Let's have a look at some of those. So they take a moment or two to load, but you can see that we've got text styles, things, happy Diwalis, hugs and kisses, stay cold. Let's add stay cold. And what we can do here though is we can edit it, so we can turn it into stay warm, whatever you want. All of these text boxes that you're going to see are editable. So there, as you can see, loads and loads of different styles, speed implication, boxes, a whole load of different text styles. Let's make our stay warm smaller, stick him in the corner. So then we've got what they call classics, and if we look at classics, you'll see there's loads and loads of pretty neat things. Things that rise up, things that come in from the side, drop down, keep simple, no pressure. And again, let's add good things to bad things, so we can edit that, and we can change the animation, and we can edit the text. Good times. So we've clicked take time. So you have to click on these to find them. I haven't done a great demonstration, but they are there, and it's about clicking on the different sections. Good times. So let's change this to say bad times. Okay, and again you can stretch these and they will resize. So we just quickly play that scene. So you can see the kind of effects that there are there. So I'm going to delete that, and see, you can see loads and loads of these classic ones. Hopefully in the next time I edit I'll do a better job. So we've got classics, we've got modern. So text here, yellow blocks, super summer sales, everything, Michigan Art Gallery. And you can see by going into here how you can see the effects that you're going to get. So Jude Elliott, author. John Smith. Sometimes it's easier to just pop over here and do the alteration. Artist. That what I'm going to do is change that now, and you can see that if I play it now we'll get the effects that have been pre-prescribed, and it kind of tears out. Oh, so that's a couple more of the text effects. So those are called modern. Astons. Now everybody else in the world calls these lower thirds. They were originally called Astons because they were invented by a company called Aston Television, who funnily enough were based in the district of Aston in Birmingham, the city that I live close to. But you can see if we click out, there's quite a few of these that you can use. So let's add that one. And again you can change the name, and again the lower ones I find easier to nip over here. And art conservator. Okay, so that's lower thirds. Now they're really useful if you've got an interview that's taking place, and again, as I said, there's a whole load of different ones, and you can look at them to see how they work. So we take Aston's back, but this is probably the big one that most people want, and that's social media credits. And as you can see, there's pretty much every social media thing that you can think of. No doubt somebody will come up with ones that aren't there, but there's a whole load of different designs. LinkedIn, Facebook, you name it, and some I haven't even heard of are in here. And you can see there's loads of different designs. Yeah, and again you can use these to impart information. And if you're using the right kind of player, you can turn them into a clickable action that takes you to the Facebook page or the Twitter page or whatever. So again, it's simply click to add it, and Bill John Upton. So again, more text effects that are fully editable, and as I said, there's just loads of them. Social media. The other one that people quite often want to use are map markers or location boxes. Yep, and as you can see, there's different styles of these, and there they are. And you can add the traditional style map box sign there. Let's move him out the way. North Carolina, and we can turn that into North London, whatever you want. So you can, if you got to show a map and then you want to show a point on the map inside your video, that is the way you can do it. And if we go back, there's music, there's Halloween, there's search boxes, so you can put a faux search box in there and then go to a page and you do all of that inside your video. But I did skip out this one called More, but there's one I particularly love inside here. Okay, so you've got speech bubbles, thought bubble, and then you've got some other animated ones here. Yep, but this is the one I really like. Okay, if you want it, work for it. Again, you can change the text here, there, but I just love the animation that goes with this. So I'm going to play the scene now, and you can see all these different types of text boxes play through. So they're really great ways you can put some nice looking enhancements to your project. Okay, so this week's tutorial was about using enhancers. Speak to you soon. See you this same place, same time next week.
And we're back. Hello, John.
Hello, Stephen.
Right. I'm just making sure the sound was working. Some nifty ideas there in the video by John. Now, you actually, obviously, the captions came on the screen. Thank you, everybody, for your comments, which we showed during the broadcast. You do also upload to the Invideo group a clean version of the instructional video.
Yes, I tried to do it on a Saturday, but this week it was Monday before I remembered to do it.
Okay, so thank you for your comments, and I'm going to take that off screen now and bring up one of Corinda's comments, which is pertinent to all of us. And he says, and I quote, "So if you got music on your PC, can you add the MP3 on in the video and not use the music that is default in order to stop music from Invideo?"
Two ways of doing this. You can go to the music tab, and at the top of the music tab, you will see a tab that says, I can't remember the exact words, but it's your own music type word. You tick that tab and there's a load button, or you can go to uploads and you can upload your music as part of the uploads and then simply drag it across. So, yep, two ways to use music source from outside of Invideo.
But, and this is the big but, I've got a blog coming out tomorrow on the Be Live Summit, and the topic of the blog is how to play music in your live video without getting blocked. The problem is that you can't just use any music in live video or recorded video. You have to use music that you got permission to use, because if you use something from the Billboard 100 or from the UK Top 40, your video will get flagged and removed, and you may well follow it quickly. So always use music you've got a license for. I looked at 16 different sites you can get music from, which is royalty free, which is accepted by Facebook and YouTube. And that blog post is out tomorrow. And it is, well, it's an informative read, but it does give you the full Facebook guidelines about music. It gives you an opinion from Mitch, who's a lawyer, and if a lawyer says something, you should listen. And so Mitch Jackson I spoke to earlier in the week, and he gave me his advice on what to do with music in video, whether it be live video or recorded video. So watch out for the blog tomorrow. I'll post a link on this post tomorrow so that you can actually go over to Chris. And Chris is saying, I think it would be possible to make some visuals with the shapes and the lines, just like Carl did by hand in the interview with Stephen. Yes, I've got some ideas for videos, having watched John's video just now. Right now,
just before we go off the topic of music,
yeah,
any day now, and I'm assured it is any day now, we will get audio blocks added, which is, when you've looked at the videos, you've probably noticed story blocks as a supplier. Story blocks also supply music as a supplier, and they are due to be live inside the Invideo application. And there's a fantastic range of royalty-free licensed music that will enhance the situation with music dramatically within Invideo.
Yeah, if you use...
having a couple of little issues with the integration, but I think if we're just patient for a few more days, it'll be with us.
Right. Okay. And Chris is saying that the tutorial was super useful. So there you are. You have a fan. All good. Right now, an announcement. It was made overnight, John, so there's no reason we should know about it. But I'm going to bring it up on screen now, and I'm going to put it full screen. On Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. in the UK, and 1 a.m. in Belgium, Molly Mahoney joins the ranks of people who broadcast about Invideo, and she's live with 3 secrets to improve your organic reach with recorded video created on Invideo. So that will be either watch it live if you're fortunate enough to be on the East Coast, or even better on the West Coast, on Friday, Saturday in the UK. And that's our good friend Molly. And Molly, of course, is broadcasting on Be Live as we do. And it should be an interesting session. So good luck, Molly, on your broadcast on Friday / Saturday. That's one of those rare ones where it actually crosses the timeline. Yeah. So there we have it. Another person. We've got Abhilash, we've got the 2 of us, and now we've got Molly. So Invideo is growing ever so quickly. I mean, they've gone from 200 users to 800,000 users in 18 months. John and I were fortunate to actually interview both Abhilash and Sanket 4 weeks ago. If you've not seen it, then it's worth a watch. About 20 minutes in, Sanket joins us and he explains how they've gone from 200 users to 180,000, to 800,000. John, right, okay, so is that it for this week?
I think so, unless you've got a question.
Unless I've got a question. No, I don't have a question. Just to shout out for my blog tomorrow. It's very rare to self-promote, but it is a Be Live blog, and it is all about using music in video, whether it be recorded video or live video. Just to say and confirm what John just said, that if you use stock music from Invideo, then you are covered. You don't need to worry. It's only when you use music from outside Invideo that you should make sure that the licensing is in order, because what we don't want to happen is for you to create the most wonderful, beautiful, fantastic video in the world, and for Facebook to actually say you may have infringed copyright there. You have 2 choices. You can either mute the music, and in a short video that could mean the video is useless, or we can delete it. So yeah, watch out for using music that is not from Invideo. Okay, because Invideo cannot be responsible for any music that you choose. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. Just a reminder, catch Molly tomorrow. And it's over to John.
So I get to say the goodbyes, he gets to say hello. So it's goodbye from me in Solihull. No, that is not Solihull behind me. And it's goodbye from Stephen, who's on the blue today. Normally he's got Salisbury Cathedral, is it behind you? And one of Wiltshire's other giants, which is of course Stonehenge. So it's goodbye from us, and we'll see. There you are. Told you get Stonehenge up, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Okay, a few comments before we go. Super useful tutorial. You've got it. Well, very helpful. Thank you, John and Stephen. Thank you, John. John, really. And over to Chris. And Chris is saying, I can't wait to read your blog about music, Stephen. Thank you, Chris. Okay, everybody, as John said, take care, and we'll see you again soon.